Make it do what it do. In this show, you can say whatever you want. Feel how you feel. Do whatever. Come up in the box if you got something to say. If you got an opinion on a topic. Everybody's welcome in the rest of the review. I don't kick, I don't mute. At least I try not to, unless they being disrespectful or they telling somebody to die, or girl, you ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in the show. You just all over the place. Honey, I try to be fair to everybody. No matter your badge, no matter your family, anything like that. Everybody's welcome to the Royce'S review. We do not discriminate, okay? But, oh, I have no idea. I mean, I do, clearly. I have no idea why they are saying that, but that's not my business. I mean, I can only worry about what I do have, and that is success, and that is love, and that is support, and everything else like that, and then some. I don't know, maybe because I told my mom I need to go buy a shelf for my books or something. I have no idea, okay? But that's neither here nor there, okay? I've never shown nothing or anything of mine. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But like I was saying earlier before, thank you guys so very, very much for everything you guys have given me, for everything that you guys have, just watched, followed of mine, supported of mine, liked of mine. I just really want to say thank you to everybody from the bottom of my heart. I mean, we couldn't even do this without you, okay? We couldn't even do this without you guys. So let's take this off first and foremost. I think it's giving me blurred lines and blurred vision, okay? Let's take that off first and foremost, okay? Let's get that together. And you guys already know what time it is, right? You guys know what time it is? If y'all don't know what time it is, it's time for us to start the show. You are at the Royce'S review. And the first thing we get into are, hey, Blue Marie, what's going on? Okay. What's going on? It is time for what?
Okay, let's get started. It's time for...
It's time for Hot Topics. Let's get it. Let's go. It's time for Hot Topics. Yes. Have a seat. The hourly ranking is really in the room. Oh my goodness gracious me. What's up, hourly ranking?
Thank you.
All right, let's get it. Let's go. Now, it has come to my attention, okay, that some people are just, in my opinion, I'm just going to say bona fide haters, okay? At least in my opinion, I'm going to say, alrighty, moving on. The first person that's included into Hot Topic, yes, I want some of these shades, period. I mean, it's not for everybody, but there's always somebody that wants the little ones and twos and the threes. Okay, my first hater on the docket, to me, I feel like she is just mad, okay? To me, I feel like Nene Leakes is bitter and sad that she's no longer on Bravo, but that just may be my opinion. Now, we do understand that her husband, Gregory, of like 20 plus years, they've been together, divorced and remarried and everything like that. He has passed and she has gone on to find more love. Now, in the midst of her finding love or whatever the case may be, she left the Real Housewives of Atlanta, one of my favorite franchises. And she characters on that show. I've got a chance to correlate with some of the girls in Atlanta. And girl, one time I was in the area and I did not realize I was at Chateau Charade. It's real ugly on the inside, but it's real pretty on the it's real ugly on the outside, but real pretty on the inside. Chateau Charade. It's just a brown blob. Like when you go to Charade House, it looked like it just looks bland. Like it looks like it does not have all that magnificent architecture and pretty girl pictures and furniture that it has all in it, but it does. And because we've all seen it on television, but on the outside, girl, it looks trash. And then one day, girl, I was jogging through the neighborhood, honey, and I came across Miss Kenya Moore. Now, Miss Kenya, to my surprise, was really, really pleasant. She had her assistant with her and everything like that. And I did not think she would stop her car to greet me or anything, because again, it's it's in her home or it's like around her private area. She's nowhere signing autographs or anything like that. So it's giving very much. She was kind of nice, and I was kind of scared to meet her or walk up on her, and it was to my surprise that she was nice. Okay, so yeah, she was at her home. She was throwing out trash, girl, and we was all in the area jogging through the campus and everything like that. And girl, she actually stopped to talk and, you know, kumbaya with the girl. She was really, really nice and pleasant. But moving on to Nene Leakes, she's off the show, and she's going to, I don't know. I mean, you guys give me your opinion. Was she being shady to some of the girls that are on the new cast? You guys let me know.
On that show. I think they got rid of the whole entire cast and they have a new cast.
Ebony K. Williams was on the show. She was on it.
I don't know her either.
She be here.
Now, is she famous or is she known?
I mean, now
you
that's a good question.
That's a great question. I don't know what that applies to with them, but that's a great question.
She's known.
She's known.
Yeah.
And she might be famous to some. I think fame is subjective, right? Like there's people that are famous, like Beyonce's famous.
Yeah,
we all know
Beyonce's.
that.
Yeah, when you think of famous, I think of Beyonce.
But then everybody else is subjective because you can be walking through the mall with your 14-year-old and she might lose it over a TikTok star. So that TikTok star is famous to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you watch New York Housewives?
Who was even on that show? I think they got rid of the whole entire cast and they have a new cast.
Ebony K. Williams was on the show.
She was on it.
I don't know her either.
She be here.
Now, is she famous or is she known?
Ooh.
I mean, now
that's a good question.
That's a great question. I don't know what that applies to with them, but that's a great question.
She's known.
She's known.
Yeah.
And she might be famous to some. I think fame is subjective, right? Like there's people that are famous, like Beyonce's famous.
Yeah,
we all
Beyonce's.
know that.
Yeah, when you think of famous, I think of Beyonce.
But then everybody else is subjective because you can be walking through the mall with your 14-year-old and she might lose it over a TikTok star. So that TikTok star is famous.
Is she jealous of the girls that are coming up, the new season, and all the girls that's in the other franchises because she's not on the show? If I was to hear one of the girls who started first come out and say, hey, girl, like, who is that? They're not known. They're not famous or whatever the case may be. I would deem that as shady. Oh, no. Maybe, ooh, my caller's got some concern about me. She been a hater, though. Right. Hey, Nene
Royce, babes. You can hear me?
I can. I'm going to cut it up a little bit so I can hear you better. But go ahead.
Yeah, it might be mine. I just think that, I fucked with Nene. I think that she does have a problem with, the newbies that comes in and stuff like that, because it's kind of like moving her out the way. But she should look at it in a positive way, like moving her out the way for bigger and better and greater things. Like she could start a show that's called, I Said What I Said, because she is the one who started that.
Mm-hmm.
I said what I said.
Yes.
And then, she can pop her shit and go from there. That's what I think she should do. I think she should try to pitch a show that's, based around her and more so on the drama side, because, the community loves drama. But she definitely should name it I Said What I Said, or do a segment or something.
Leonette Rusty, that was a good point. Thank you for calling the Royce'S Review. We got our next caller coming up through the queue. Her name is Nene. Welcome to the Royce'S Review. Caller, what is your question, comment, and or concern? You know what, Leonette Rusty, that was really, really good, my love.
Leah, that was really great. I like that I said what I said, but she's very washed up. She might as well give it up and let the girls have their time, honey.
Ooh.
And I'm going to drop from there.
Okay, no tea, no shade. She's washed. The girls is tired of her. I'm an ugly, ugly bitch. Oh, Lord, child. It is a hot freaking dog dirty mess, honey. Anyways, moving on. Okay, do you have a rebuttal?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, because I definitely had to come back up to rebuttal, because if I wasn't heard correctly, I definitely said she does come off as she has an issue with the newbies, but she should take it and run with it. And you know what I'm saying? Get on her high horse and run off with the whole I said what I said.
I said what I said.
A trend. It's going to always be a trend because the girls ran off with it. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
People would definitely tune into the segment of I Said What I Said.
I mean, I love Nene. She was one of the girls that paved the way. You know what I'm saying? I really, really love her. And so, hopefully she gets her act together and stop being just so jealous and mad at everything and everybody. Hold on. Maddie is back in the queue. Oh, right they are calling into the versus review. What's the ones and twos?
It's not really a rebuttal. It's not really, it wasn't no agree to disagree. I mean, Nene is Nene. She did start that trend, but Nene is very much so washed up. Like, give these new girls their time. Like, let it go, boo. Like, it's okay that you, like, you know what I'm saying? You made your platform. You did your big one. So let it go, Nene. Like, Nene been washed up years ago, ages ago. Like, her career been done. Like, I'm glad they booted her ass off the show.
Girl, oh, Nene, girl, I would think the girls were still trying to, you agree as well? I would think the girls were trying to hold on to, the veterans, but they are sick and tired of Nene, honey. Boot you off the show. Now,